Hello everyone, it's Nadine. Today we'll be testing out the Morphe Fluidity Concealer. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So just as a little warning, we are bringing back the curls and full on face bush today because truthfully, I don't have the fucking time to do anything with this today. The last video I posted, I was in a rush. These next couple videos, I'm gonna be in a rush. The bitch is just a busy bee. I am heading out of the country. In fact, when you see this, my ass will already be there. But I would be very sad if I left without being able to talk to you guys, so I'm doing a bunch of pre-filming, and I'll probably have no makeup and I'll look like a shit show for the next few videos, but you know what? We're family, it's okay. And even though I am a little bit limited on time, I promise I will not skip over anything. I will still be as in-depth as always. And actually, I'm really not that rushed. Like, I do have about 6 hours and then I have to start filming the next video. So actually, you know what? We're okay on time. Let's just take a moment to center our chi, breathe in, and breathe out. So, I'm not wearing any makeup today, no concealer, no bronzer, no anything. I do have a little bit of highlighter on, so that was a lie. I am kind of on the sleepy side, and I'm sure it's obvious as shit, but hopefully this concealer will work with me because their foundation sure as shit did nothing. But at the same time, I am a titty bit frightened to use this, and normally I'm not scared of concealers. Like, concealers, they're some of my best friends. Just like teeth whitening strips and heavily padded underwear. But after testing out the Morphe foundation and seeing how fucking ridiculous it looked on me, and after hearing all of the drama and opinions surrounding it, and the straight up lies from Morphe affiliates, I'm very hesitant to even use this. Obviously, I do not have a Morphe code. There's nothing wrong with having a Morphe code if you're truthful. And even if we did, we are family, we are friends. I'm always gonna be straight up with you. If these suck, they suck. If you haven't already and you want to, go ahead and watch my Morphe foundation review. Unless your vision is impaired or you're watching the review on a 2004 Nokia phone, then you're probably gonna see exactly what I saw, which very much looked like an animal ate grass, shat on my face, and masked itself as a foundation. Quite a few people did say add a few drops of like facial moisturizer or like facial oil to it, which I did, and that bitch separated within like an hour. I am 100% certain that that foundation just is not for me. But I actually am, for some reason, very, very hopeful for the concealer. I just want one thing to work for me, damn it. So let's go ahead and hop over to their website and see exactly what they have to say about this. Hopefully their little description on the concealers is better than their foundation. I'm pretty sure I lost brain cells trying to read their foundation description. They were like trying to be all hip and cool, and it was making my sphincter clench, and it was very cringy. But this Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer retails for $9. Honestly, not that bad. It looks like it comes in over 30 shades. There is a very, very lightweight one. There is also a very, very deep one. But I'm not gonna lie, at least from the pictures, it looks like pretty much everything in between the lightest and the darkest is very on the yellow and red side. But without having these in front of me, I really can't tell you whether or not this is a good range. Pictures are very deceiving. If you don't believe me, ask for a dick pic, then go see it in person and you will know what I mean. Anyway, their little description says available in 31 shades, show blemishes, imperfections, and under eye circles. Who's the boss, babe? You. Oh my god, they're doing it a fucking again. Oh, this description. Okay, this creamy AF full coverage concealer can multitask like a mofo. Oh, Jesus. Not only, my eye is twitching. My eye is twitching. Not only will it leave you with super blendable concealing power, it brightens and contours like nobody's business. Period. Game on. Oh, fuck me. Its benefits are 16-hour long wear, sweat-proof, transfer-resistant, water-resistant, free of fragrance and parabens, and ophthalmologist tested. Fun fact for the makeup world, when brands say ophthalmologist and dermatologist tested, that is not the same thing as ophthalmologist and dermatologist approved. It could mean Denise in advertising's cousin, who happens to be an ophthalmologist, tested this out once. Doesn't mean the cousin liked it, but an ophthalmologist tried it. Just like the foundations, these shades are put into categories, starting with C0, which is their pure white concealer and is either used as a mix-in or as an actual concealer for very fair people. Then it goes from level 1 through 5, starting with light, medium, tan, rich, and deep. But hopefully I got shades that'll actually work for me. I got two different ones to choose from. We have C1.45, which I believe is from the first category. Then I got one for the second category, which is C2.45. I'm probably gonna use this one to spot conceal and then maybe this one to highlight. I feel like a lot of YouTubers lately use these just to highlight, which is fine. Everybody does their own thing, but I want to see this like over blemishes and how it actually conceals. This is concealer after all, and so we might as well be concealing more than just this little bit. And unfortunately, but fortunately, I don't really have any blemishes on my face today. I mean, I do kind of have a few little things right there and on my nose, and there is some redness right around there. So I think we'll use the one that kind of of matches me on that. You know what? This might actually be a perfect match. Fuck yes. And I'm looking on their box and their website, and they don't really specify a tool that works best for this, so we might just blend this part out with my fingers and then do the normal brush and sponge test over the foundation. So here we go. It is a nice little component. It's very basic. It's almost like a lipstick tube. Plain ass acrylic. Nothing special to it whatsoever. Let's go ahead and see how the applicator looks. We have a nice big fluffy doe foot. Looks just like a lipstick applicator, and you know what? This might actually be a little bit too deep for me, but because I'm covering this shit up with foundation, I'm really not that mad at it. It smells exactly like the Wet n Wild foundation, but it's not at all offensive, so let's go ahead and apply this. I did go ahead and slather on some primer on my face, so hopefully this will stick a little bit better. Let's just place a few little dots right there. And maybe some right there. Maybe this and that. Ooh, there's one right there. I'm actually glad that my face trimmer decided to die today, because now I can see how this works on facial hair. I know that's kind of a weird thing, but honestly, I've had a lot of concealers that just pill and look so bad in facial hair, and I mean, guys use makeup too. All right, the color is definitely a little bit off, but it might actually match my foundation perfectly. I'm just gonna tap it out with my finger for now. The coverage does seem good, but so far, I am not gonna lie, this is acting exactly like the foundation did, where it applies really pretty and somewhat full coverage, but then once it's dried down and blended out, it just looks really cakey and dry. Especially in this area, like already it has sucked up every fucking bit of moisture that my body has. And I don't have dry skin or oily skin, the bitch is flat in the middle, it's just normal. But because this is in the same collection as the foundation and I learned my lesson with that shit, I did apply a moisturizing primer, and even so, this looks very, very dry. I'm actually scared to put this under my eyes because even right there, it's adding so much texture to my skin, and I have really creasy under eyes. They're not wrinkly or anything, but they just crease up because I'm so fucking animated. But I guess we'll see. This is what it looks like. It truthfully doesn't look that bad from a distance. It's more when you get up close that you can really see what the fuck is going on. And so far, it's not, oh no, it's not the worst concealer we've tested. It definitely did correct a bit of the redness, but I don't understand what the hell is happening right there. I don't know if you can see that, but right above my little mustachio, it's like separating. It's like nasty looking right there and right there. I don't know if my little beard is somehow affecting it, but even right there on my nose, she doesn't look that good. So let's go ahead and apply some foundation and use the other one as a highlighter. Oh, I'm scared. And for foundation, I'm gonna use the one that I always fucking use on this channel. It's my all-time favorite, but I know it really works well with my skin. So if something does get fucked up, I know it's the concealer and not my Dior Backstage. And yes, it is a little bit too deep for me, but I don't even care. Besides, if you can't go deep, baby, then you ain't fucking with me. And this foundation does play very, very nicely with my little beard. I mean, it's made for body and the body has hair. But with that being said, where I applied the concealer right here, it looks super fucking pilly and just patchy, and it makes my skin look really damn dry. Which, damn it, I do not appreciate. I doubt there's a single person in the world who would appreciate that. But dryness and pilliness aside, it did cover up the little bit of redness that was there. And it did a really good job covering up my little spots that I have there. So maybe if you have like oilier skin, this might be good. But really, that just brings me back to when I added moisturizer to the foundation and it still looked really bad. All right, let's go in with the other concealer to do a little bit of highlighting. I don't know if I'm supposed to use a little or a lot of this, so let's just go ahead and apply a few little dots. That might even be too much, but on this side, I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with a sponge. Okay, so first off, this had like no coverage whatsoever. It did do a tiny bit of highlighting, like obviously there's a difference between the sides, but I dare say my under eye looks even worse than it did before. Yay, wow. And this is kind of a thicker formula, which dried down super quickly. In fact, you can even see that it left the exact imprints on my sponge. A lot of concealers do that. It's really not that big of an issue for me, but I'm just gonna take a little bit more. And because it is kind of light, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of the deeper shade as well. And let's try those together. Ooh, that blended out very, very nicely. You can still totally see the purple underneath my eyes. I don't know that I would really call this a concealer if you're gonna use it under your eyes. It's more of like a highlighter. Like, if we're being honest, I kind of prefer the side that just has the foundation on it. I'm just gonna add like 2 more drops of the deeper one just so that it's not as poppin'. I don't mean to cake it on, but I believe this is buildable. And there we have that side. You know, it's really not as bad as I thought it'd be. Let me give it a minute to dry down because it is still a tiny bit wet, and I'm gonna try not to squint or do anything. Oh God, I can actually actually like see it drying down and getting super dry on my skin. I don't know if you've ever used a product that gives you like lizard skin, but that is exactly what this is doing. And even though I'm trying so hard not to squint or do anything, it's creasing. Keep tapping that out. Oh my god. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Don't forget that I'm under like 6 beauty lights, and that is definitely helping. It looks okay in certain areas, like right here, this 1 square inch, it looks great. And then it looks so fucking dry right there around my nose. It blended out magnificently. It did a good job highlighting, not that good of a job concealing, but I don't know. So far, I'm really not that impressed. It's adding a lot of texture to my skin. Let's go ahead and try it with a Bare Minerals concealer brush, and I think I'm gonna do the same where I kind of mix the light and the dark, and we'll start with a little bit. I mean, obviously this is a shit ton, but us YouTubers have to pack it on like we're frosting a fucking cake. All right, here we go. Oh my god, because it dries so quickly, it's not like giving me a chance to buff it around my skin with a brush. If you're gonna use a brush, it would probably be better to use what I normally use, which is like a fluffier brush. Still though, I don't think it did a terrible job. Like, I might actually prefer the brush side. Maybe, maybe not. Actually, I think they both look the same. Oh my god, and it's creasing so bad. Holy shit. And really, I don't know if it'll even transfer on camera, but you can still see like serious purple right underneath my eyes. You guys always see something completely different than what I see in a mirror, but it is there. Oh my god, that is dreadful. Okay, I'm just gonna take a sponge to this side because it's starting to really dry down and not look good. All right, there we have it. Like, in my monitor, this looks beautiful, but in the mirror, it looks like I've been working the street corner for like a full 12 hours. Oh god, I'm very scared to highlight my forehead, but we are just gonna do it. Oh god, wrinkles, here we come. And then with whatever's left on this sponge, I'm just gonna take some on my chin and on my lip. Oh, see, I don't know what to think because like from a good 3 or 4 feet away, this looks fine. My skin looks really, really nice. But the moment we get up close, this is like texture city, like all over. And normally I would go ahead and bake this, but I don't even know that I want to. But then at the same time, I know it's gonna crease even worse if I don't set it, but then all of the moisture will be sucked up if I do. I don't know. What do you all think? Does it look bad? Does it look dry? Does it look great? I can't really get that much closer to the camera without licking you, which yes, I know we're friends, but we're not that close yet. Okay, I have decided that because this side, the brush side, is creasing really, really badly, I'm gonna smooth it out with my finger and apply a little bit of translucent powder, but I'm only gonna do it to this side just to see how it plays. And this is the RCMA translucent setting powder. I'm just gonna press it in there and let it bake for just a few seconds. Oh god, that did not help with the creasing. Fuck my life. All right, well, somehow that kind of made it look patchy and like missing in certain areas and really splotchy. How in the fuck did that happen? Well, there we have it. What do you think? Yes, no, maybe. Bah, shit. Oh, the creasing on my forehead. Is that a gray hair? Well, life must go on. Let's go ahead and hop into a full ass look. I am way too scared to use this as a primer on my eyes because it's so creasy, so I'm just taking some eye primer from CoverGirl. And when I reviewed the foundation, I dipped into this Dragon Child palette, and I really didn't get that great of a chance to use it, so I think we'll do more of an extravagant look today with this. Maybe not like extravagant, but I at least want to do a cut crease and use that concealer. So I'm kind of feeling like a bluish eye today, so let's dip into Myth or Legend. And I'm gonna go ahead and place that all over the eyelid and start to slowly work it up the crease. Oh my god, this is nice. If you've never heard of this brand, I definitely recommend you check them out. They used to be Makeup Monsters, and now I believe it's called Menagerie. But they have absolutely gorgeous, very good quality products, and they're cruelty-free, vegan, and I believe they're indie, so yay. Then with a floofier brush, I'm gonna dip into Dragon Power and just go ahead and blend those edges out back and forth. My god, I feel like Mimi from the Drew Carey show. Anyway, with the pencil brush, I'm gonna dip into Cave Dweller, and we are going to place this all along the crease line. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, I almost don't even want to cut the crease, like just put some shimmer on the lid and call it good, but I do really want to see how it works on the eyelid. So maybe what I'll do is make like a halo eye and just cut out the center. Yes, that is a good choice. Let's do that. Shit, what did I do with the concealer? How did I lose it already? Good god, it's like losing my virginity. I had it for a minute and then it was gone. Whoop, found it. I am just going to take this and slather a teeny tiny bit right there and go ahead and tap that out with a clean brush. And you know what? This is actually doing an okay job. I mean, is it amazing? No, but it's not bad. Especially for being in the drugstore price range. I mean, we could probably find a better concealer for around that price range. Under the eyes and pretty much everywhere else, that's a different story. But on the lids, she's okay. Then for over that concealer, I'm gonna dip into this little CoverGirl palette, and I'm actually gonna use the little spongy thing that I come comes with. I don't think I've ever used one of these, but let's give it a try. Go ahead and dip into this greenish color and place that right there. Oh my, I don't know that that was a good choice. Let's try to lighten that up a little bit with this blue. My God, Nady, you were just ruining this fucking look. Redo, sorry about that. Mistakes happen. If they didn't, I wouldn't be here. Instead, I'm just gonna keep the concealer and going with this pressed glitter. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, my glitter is not sticking. You know what? We are just gonna do a normal cut crease. I'm gonna dust the glitter off and we're gonna try this again. I didn't use glitter glue. I should have, but I thought maybe it would stick to the concealer. No, honey. Not today, Satan. All right, this is definitely taking a few layers of concealer to actually cover anything up, but it is still doing an okay job. But does that make me want to keep it just to cut my eyes? No, not really. Like, I have 50 different concealers that do the same thing even better. There we have that for the under eye. I'm just gonna keep it simple and start smoking out Myth or Legend. Just take that back and forth. Then a little black liner in between the lashes. On the waterline, I'm gonna take some Jeffree Star Breakfast at Tiffany's. All right, eyes are done, face is bronzed and contoured. For lips, I'm gonna go in with this Deck of Scarlet Matte Velvet in the shade Brunch Babe. And then I'm gonna line my lips with this Bodyography in the shade Heathberry. And here we are with the final look. The concealer, it doesn't look terrible. And when I say it doesn't look terrible, I mean it didn't get any worse. And you know, now that I have like everything on my face, I don't hate it. Let me quick spray my face with some setting spray and see if that helps moisten things up. Ooh, I love liquid sprayed on my face. Okay, that didn't really help. And I don't know if my skin is showing or if this is like a little bit of blue eyeshadow, but there's like a weird spot right there. I'm probably gonna say that that was a little tiny bit of eyeshadow. Let me see if it'll kind of buff out. Actually, you know, I don't know if that is eyeshadow because there's a missing spot right there by my nose too. Huh. Oh God, my poor forehead looks so damn dry. Very textured, very just sad. But maybe in an hour when it's mixed with what little facial oils I have, maybe that'll make it a little bit better. So I do have a few hours until I have to film my next video. Let's go ahead and do wear time test. I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We did just hit the 5-hour mark. I'm pretty sure everything is the same except I added some lip gloss to my face. But this concealer, I do have some feelings about it. Okay, so when I first applied this to my face and didn't really have anything else on except for foundation and concealer, I did check it under different lighting, and it looked so bad. Like, it was dry, it was cakey, it was crusty. It did not make me feel beautiful and gorgeous at all. And then once I applied the rest of my face, the blush, the highlighter, the bronzer, the contour, it all kind of melted together, and it's not so bad. Did it look good? No, but it certainly wasn't as shitty as it was plain. And then during the wear time test, every hour I would check it under different lighting. I went to my bedroom, I went to my bathroom, I did it in my hallway, and over time, it actually started to look less dry and a lot better. I'm assuming the oils from my face just started mixing with this, making it less dry looking, because now, is my phone ringing? No, I just heard a ding. A gay angel must have got its wings. Anyways, now that it's been you know, half the day and this actually looks good, I think this would be perfect for somebody who is on the more oilier side. If you're on the dry side, stay the fuck away from this shit. Your face will look like a fucking Arizona rock. They say this is soft matte, but this is like full on dry ass matte. It is still doing that weird thing right around here and it's kind of patchy around my nose, so I'm not in love with this, especially because for $9, you can go to Ulta and find a really good drugstore concealer. One that is way less drying as this, one that doesn't crease as much, and one that actually has coverage. Because this on me is like light to medium coverage at best, and you totally can layer it, but for me, when I started layering it, it just got even more cakey. I don't hate this concealer. If I were to use it again, which I don't know if I will, I would probably prime my face and then use a face oil and then use that under my foundation, just because over my foundation, it was just too drying for way too long. Like, I'm not gonna wait 5 hours for it to start to look good. But then at the same time, even when I applied it with just my primer, it looked really pilly, it looked patchy, it looked dry. Here is what we're working with. Like I said, from a distance, I don't think it's that bad, and even now up close, it's not terrible. But for me, I like the kind of makeup that you can just slap on and not have to worry about it looking like shit throughout the day. And this concealer definitely makes me kind of worried. Like, I'd always be looking in the mirror, patting it out and touching it up. So, is this awful? No, it's not. You can definitely work with it. But do I recommend it? If we were comparing it to how the foundation looked on my skin, it is a million times better. But just knowing that there's competitive products in the same price range that are much better quality than this, I don't think I do recommend it. Like, I know it's affordable, I know you can use a Morphe code and get even more of a discount, but it's like, why spend the money when the product is just okay? So, do I recommend this? Unless you have the perfect combination of like oily to dry skin, then no. I do think they could have, and I really wish they had done a lot better with this collection. But there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplex.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplex.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!